guys. I'm going to be doing a story time for you guys on the truth about Sears, how I got the job at Sears, why I quit Sears. It brings back memories. So Sears was my first job. I say my mom, my family, they did not want me working in school. They just wanted me to focus on school and to graduate, which I was supposed to graduate early, but I wanted to go to prom, I wanted to do senior stuff, and I wanted to graduate with my class. So the second semester, I only had like one class that I went early in the morning, and then that was it. So they really just gave me, they really just gave me an art class, and that was it, because I had all my credits because I did everything early, took everything. So yeah, so I really could have graduated in December of 2017, but I wanted to do everything, and I still got up, still went to school for my little art class, and that was that. Okay, so they didn't want me working and all the other stuff. Like I said, they wanted me to focus on school, to graduate, all of that. But my parents still, they gave me money here and there, and I still got mostly what I wanted and got to do things. So I think I started Sears my senior year. Yeah, I started Sears my senior year, and yeah, I think it was my senior year, or it was the end of 11th grade. I know I started working Sears, even though I wasn't supposed to be working Sears, but it was something like that. It was something like that. I forgot when, but I know I was working at Sears. Yeah, it was the beginning of 12th grade, because I had already was going to graduate early anyways, because I was done. Because I met my boyfriend. Turn this all the way down. Just have it playing. I met my boyfriend. Well, we met in person that day. I had an interview. Well, the day I started working at Sears. Okay, so it was 2017, guys. So, got the job. Well, everything was good. The manager, I forgot her name. I think her name was Kristen or Christy. I forgot her name, but she was nice. And then it was an older lady. We're gonna get into that. Okay, so started working at Sears. I was so happy. This was my first job. I'm like, hey, okay. Forgot how much I was getting paid. I didn't care about that. I was young. I just wanted money. That's it. I didn't care how much I was getting paid, when I was getting paid, but I knew I was getting paid. Okay, so I'm getting the hang of it. Everything going good. I met some super cool people. I used to love going to Sears. Like, we used to joke around, play, do all that little talk. We was doing what teenagers do at work. Like, we was goofing around. Like, they had teenagers running this. So we were just playing. We always used to talk because we had school the next day. And then when we get out of school, we all came to work, and we used to just talk about our day, what happened, all this other stuff. Like, we had conversations like that. So Sears is one of them, you have to sell them cards. Oh my gosh, I hated that. And if you don't sell the card, or like sell cards, you'll get in trouble with all this other stuff. I'm quiet, I'm shy. I did not like to really talk or ask people for anything, because they'd be like, no. So you have to ask about the Sears credit card. And people will say no, I'm not. And then you got to ask again, and they'll say no again. And then you ask again. You got to ask them 3 times. I'm not going to ask somebody more than once. And you think I'm going to sit here and beg them for a credit card? About that. So other people used to beg and ask for all that, and they get it or whatever. I digress because I didn't care. So we had me and one of the managers talked. It was like, you really gotta open up and put yourself out there. You gotta sell these cards. And I'm like, I'm not finna beg these people for a credit card. If they don't want to sign up, they don't have to sign up. Simple. So they got mad about that, which I didn't care. So where the register was at, I was always in the men department. Like, as soon as you came in, I was always right there. And it was always like somebody I was cool with right there too. So we used to just joke around, make transaction. And then you had to fold the stuff that's already folded. Crazy stuff. I used to walk around and shop. Like, ooh, I'm getting this when I get paid. Or, ooh, let me put this up. Like, I was just like, yes, this is what I'm doing. And on my birthday, I used to just go to the food court and eat. And so, around, holidays or whatever, I had got really sick. Like, down bad to sick. I couldn't move. I couldn't do nothing. So I was calling out. And I guess the manager claimed I didn't call out, which I had proof on my phone that I called out. And you could tell that I was sick because my voice, like how I am now, I was worse. Like, I could not talk or nothing. I had an upper respiratory infection. Oh my gosh. And it's another term for COVID, really. But COVID wasn't out yet. Yeah, COVID wasn't out. I had the signs that when COVID did start, I was like, oh my gosh, I had COVID. We just didn't know what it was. So I had the lost breath, couldn't smell, couldn't taste. I had all that. So guys, something happened where they claimed I didn't call in, which I said, and I didn't have that job or something no more. It was something like that. I don't know. No, they was forcing me to come to work, and they didn't believe that I was sick enough. What my mama do? I told my mama what she do. We drove all the way there. She wanted to speak to the manager. The manager didn't want to talk to her. But when they did talk, the manager tried to say that I didn't call in all this other stuff, which we had proof on the phone, call logs, and how long I was on the phone with them. It had like the minutes and all that, And then I guess the lady tried to get loud and all the other stuff. So of course my mom go get loud too. And the lady was like, just saying some like unnecessary stuff. I'm over here coughing, couldn't talk. And they was like, so are you gonna come to work or not? My mom said, she's not. Like, at first I was like, dang, I ain't got no job. But then I was like, I'm sick. How can I go to work and I'm sick? They didn't care. All they wanted was to sell them dang ugly old cards. And I'm happy they shut down. They wasn't getting no kind of business or nothing. I don't even know how I got at that job. That's my story on the truth about Sears. Well, not really truth about Sears, but my experience at Sears, why I quit Sears. They was assholes. Don't know if I can say that, but yeah. The people there, the coworkers was cool. The vibe was cool. It's managers. It's always the managers that mess everything up for you. From every job that I done had, manager. Not really. Because one of my jobs, I did not want to leave that job. But I moved and I couldn't And then I had car problems, so I couldn't make it there, all the way there and all the way home. So I had to leave that job. I really loved that job like I did. It was like 2 jobs that wasn't managers. I just left because transportation really. Yeah. Cause yeah. And the rest of the jobs, yeah. I gotta tell you guys something later. I gotta tell you guys later. But yeah, that's really it on this little story time. Let me know if you guys worked in the store that do like the little cards and all that. I worked at Academy. They did the cards. A story for another day. Oh my gosh. But yeah, let me know if you guys worked at any kind of jobs that does that. Like, comment, subscribe, turn the post notifications so you know if I every time your girl posts. I didn't really do my intro right, but join the party, join the gang, join all that good stuff, okay? Because if you're not a part of the Shellis gang, then what are you doing? So guys, that's really it. I'm gonna relax for the rest of the day. Throughout this whole video, I've been coughing, and your girl is tired. I love you. The Shady Baby love you. And we out of here.